Okay, so welcome everyone. Howdy. Okay. I'm gonna
Welcome,
check the
we're
YouTube
live
link.
now. I'll be today's guest.
Probably is the only guest. That's why I have it set with only him in the title. So let's take a
Oh,
look.
okay. I haven't seen the title and I can't see the question, so if anyone says anything, just please relay that.
Let's check my
Anything good.
videos. Nothing. I just realized I can't fucking find the video by clicking on it. I need a. All right, there it is. Lecklend Marvel's Antics stream. Good name. Okie dokie. I'll just put it on my thing.
Yeah.
Live chat. So far 0. Okay, so.
All right, that's good. It gives us time to focus on whatever subjects need to be addressed by you and I. No one's in the way.
How do I tag people? Tag friends. Be with Paul Flamenco, aka James McKinnon and Stephen Lancaster.
God damn it.
Oh, I forgot what I'm like. I just closed the hangout.
Well, I gotta leave now. I'm kind of out of time because I gotta go protect my identity again.
2 hours
My actual
later.
name is Matt.
Oh no.
And I look like Jimmy Hopkins from Bully. Hitting all little kids and shit.
Questions. Hello. Okay. Oh. Wow, I have it set as only me. Okay. That's exactly what I'm looking for with a post where only I can see it.
It's a good way to post things.
I always have it set as custom, just so I can like pick the people I don't want to see. I'm like, all right,
excluding people like I don't know.
Fucking message me constantly.
Oh yeah.
So let's see. I'll PM Ryan since he watches your streams, and this is technically going to be like your stream just on my channel.
I'm glad we're doing this.
People want to see it like that.
It's set up live. It's like, all right, let me just get in touch with some people. Tell them I'm about to stream.
This is pretty much this is exactly like how I remember Flex's podcast to be, where he do everything live.
Yeah.
I can take the place. Noah Trout. I know he said he was interested, so I'll give him a link.
Yeah, if he wants to come in, that'd be cool.
And the only thing I have is like I had bullet points for stuff to talk about, and I only bullet pointed one thing, and it was because Geeber, Big Kid Stream, Connor Pierce. What's good, everyone? Okay, we've got 2 people so far, so I'm liking it so far.
All right, yeah, and I mean it is your stream, so even if you only have one bullet point, I'll let you lead us off, and we can go down whatever you've got to talk about.
Did you see Shoe on Head's newest video?
Sort of in what?
Did you see Shoe on Head's newest video?
What? I'm scared.
Pretty much, yeah. It was on.
To which I say, good. Fuck you. You should be afraid. Retard.
I've always seen her as like the where like the opinions can be dumb, but you think she isn't one of the bad ones like Sagan and all of that. And then
she just wants to be one of the boys, but she'll never be one of the boys because she's still a 5'2" nothing who has every right to be afraid of a window. The glass will kill her.
I seen she was like defending Milo Yiannopoulos and used the argument like, oh, he's gay, how can he do stuff like that? And it's like, did you not see the shit he said about fucking homosexuality? He said he wanted to take conversion therapy.
Person the entire time he was talking, and they had to drop out of the fucking school.
And people getting upset because he calls his black detractors apes.
Yeah, how could a minority be mean? How could a minority be a piece of shit in any case? Milo's gay and he's Jewish, therefore he can't be against gay and Jewish people. That makes no sense. Which, yeah, that's true. But again, the alt-right doesn't really go out of its way to make sense. They go out of their way to be contrarian. And that's what Milo is. Also, I know he wants, the social justice warrior. Everyone needs their feelings coddled. And now he's asking for an apology from UC Berkeley. So
I saw that. That was fucking pathetic.
Hopefully he doesn't actually mean that, because that would make him kind of a big old pussy.
It's all in about how easily offended social justice warriors are, but like the moment their feelings get hurt, they don't see like the immense irony.
No. And there's still more tied up over windows being broken than why are people breaking your precious windows. So therefore, Shill and Head, I hope someone goes to her house and breaks every one of her windows. Since you're so afraid of windows being broken.
Windows can be replaced, but I'm pretty sure the stuff that the people protesting for, like human rights and stuff, humans tend to not be replaced.
They're very hard to just fix like a window is.
I don't know, it's just get a new kid or something. It's not that hard.
Do we have to get violent? Obviously. At some point, yeah.
Take a look. Oh, wow. I would be afraid of some... This is Connor Pierce, by the way. I would be afraid of someone who uses footwear as a substitute for a hat. And then Horror Kids said, yes, hello. And Jimmy said, finna nuts. So I think we've got... Yep, that's about 4 people in.
All right.
6 people in, but I think Jacob Gibbs hasn't typed anything yet, so...
Well, that's not bad at all.
Any messages? Yeah, I usually get like... I think my last stream had 0 viewers for like 30 minutes of the show, and then it had one when Nick like left a comment on it. So
fuck you guys. I
was doing good.
You guys are fucking assholes. I hate when you watch my stuff. I'll talk to myself. That's cool.
Yeah,
you just hear like start loading like an Uzi in the background. Like I don't need any of you. I never needed any of you.
I'm so upset because Ben Struble like commented on my live show and was like, dude, you should get Levon into the call because that's the one he likes. So I'm like, okay, I'll ask him, no problem. And the moment I said he wouldn't join, I lost a viewer, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure that's Ben who's he's just upset Levon can't join.
Ben, you're a jerk.
To be fair, your last live show was on Penflude. That's a good point, but I'm referring to the one I did about the election, and that got like 0 views. But surprisingly, the one on Penflude, the channel with significantly like 700 less subscribers had Wemu, Geeber, who was like the guy who commented that, and what's his name? Falcon. I forgot him for a second, but he came in at the very end, and I almost missed his comment, but I got it all. So, I might try and do the paste bin shit with this one so people can read.
Wasn't that a good idea, Head? But anyway, your opinions on MDA's response, because we're going to be doing this on our own podcast thing, but I figured it'd be good to talk to you on here and see what you thought about it. Initially,
I enjoyed watching
when you saw it.
I liked the part. It was an all-around amazing 40-minute train wreck of him basically at the start saying, well, don't these guys know my sense of humor? I thought child extortion was this big joke. Then he plays like 4 minutes of him like talking sexually to overage people, so it somehow justified him being flirtatious with Samantha Clark, like dating back to 13 or 15, and saying shit like, 1 more year and I get to wait. And it's like, well, still in 1 more year, she's still 16, and the federal law, even the New York law, states no. So if he's going by the state law, he's wrong. Federal law, though, fucks him up even worse in that regard by a few more years. So I don't know what he's fucking arguing on. He said
it doesn't matter. She's from Ohio. The state law there is 16. It's like, but you're operating out of New York as the elder.
And I mean, he does have a valid point because it always is a factor of the victim's state rather than the perpetrator's state. But even so, he completely lied about everyone's age in that video.
Yeah.
And
I'm surprised he wasn't like 25. I don't know what you're talking about.
He tried to use that point, basically the deflection, saying, oh, but Frost did this, and it's like,
look at Frost acting weird in this call, guys. This doesn't mean I broke federal law.
Yeah.
Look at Shade's ugly face.
That's the thing as well. He mentioned what Shades did to Emery as if it was some big thing, but he seems to forget that he was also malicious towards Emery too, by fucking getting his school. He seems to forget that he messaged me fucking admitting to that, saying, yeah, I do have Emery's information, and if Emery doesn't, this was in 2014, if Emery doesn't stop leaking my face, I'm going to try and get him expelled from his school because apparently leaking a fucking internet guy's face really warrants a kid having fucking troubles in the life, getting,
Get him
gainful
expelled from
employment.
school so he can't get an education. I mean, granted, it's Kentucky, so I don't know the quality of his education regardless, but still, the kid deserves to have an education. Everyone does. So that was a little fucked up.
Yeah.
But I think I had like the same opinion that Blake did on it. I think Blake the Reaper's summation of it was probably my favorite, where he said, so you got on camera. You said, yup, this is me. This is my face. This is my name. This is everything about me. It's all true. Damn right I did this. But state law, ignored federal law, shot yourself in both feet, and called it a day. And then the main point was, yeah, but guys, this community's full of jerks. And it's like, first of all, pretty sure you blackmailed Frost. Pretty sure there was like some kind of big agreement to never release that Skype call, from what I understand. You did it to Emery with trying to get him expelled from his school. So you're kind of toxic too, buddy. And as for Marbles being a jerk, is that fucking news for you? Is that news to anyone? Like, oh yeah, he's kind of spiny. He's kind of sharp. Come on.
You'd find the proof to that, but for whatever reason, Mean Guy versus Pedophile seems to be the main video. Every time I re-upload it, if it is an MDA, then I don't know who it is. I mean, not like, from what I know, official Gallagher doesn't really mind about getting roasted. He hasn't fucking flagged down Geeber and Emery making fun of him, so...
I don't think he's doing that. Because he also switched. He switched gears on that. I mean, I will say, one strike is enough for you doing that. That's an out. So I always remember that. But I won't keep the focus on him only because he did, go a different direction with it. I'm just saying I'll always acknowledge that happened. But it's probably MDA or one of MDA's diehard defenders, which is great because you go to the video and they say he didn't break the law, and then people write he broke federal law, and they're like, why are you so triggered?
I saw that comment actually, and that made me laugh. And
you guys are fucking geniuses.
The same person
really appreciates it
was replying to other people saying, I think it was, why does this affect you so much? And it's like, well, given the fact that the people calling them out were actually the victims or people associated with the victims, I'd say it tends to affect the people calling them out a fair bit.
What if it doesn't affect me at all and it's just not the right fucking thing to do? It's just bad to hit on kids whose brains aren't formed. Is that good enough? Why are you so triggered? And the guy who wrote that wrote like 16 comments talking to himself, going on this rant about how, yeah, it's against the law, but that's moral thing, not legal thing. And just because morals and legals are conflated doesn't mean that's necessarily true. I mean, I know it's against federal law, which does not help him when you keep writing that. But like, that's only a year away from being able to join the army. It's like, yeah, a year is quite a bit of time. And if you're still breaking federal law, you should stop.
Also, there's a few more comments. Connor Pierce said, I'm ashamed that Shades actually lives in my state. And then he said, I'm guessing this is in relation to the videos that you did on MDA. He said, I regret not uploading those videos when I had the chance. So I just want to go on record and say, I said it in my last video, but I'll make it perfectly clear. I have all of the fucking videos and they're not going off the YouTube.
Yeah,
he fucking takes it down.
Download Mean Guy vs. Pedophile at the very least, because that one seems to have the least sticking ability so far.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's one thing. It could actually work in favor, because I think a lot of Connor's re-uploads, he tends to change the titles, so that could throw off MDA from actually, or even just anyone, just from seeing it, because if the title's different, I think that's what they're basing it off of, and I don't change the titles, so that's probably the reason mine tend to get targeted.
Double-edged sword, easier to find, easier to flag.
Jimmy says, Gallagher sounds like a shitty character from one of those Star Wars films. Now that I think of it, he does.
Also sounds like a movie called Gattaca with a C, so that's the closest I've got. It was an alright movie.
I've seen that.
Yeah, I watched it in like my 7th grade biology class, and I wasn't paying any attention. I just noticed The guy would always like vacuum skin flakes off his computer, and I'm like, that's a good idea. Clean your computer.
I did see that movie. I still think the funniest thing I've heard from like inventive names of what to call Gallagher is, and that's the one I say, like, he's gotten so like fucking upset over it, but it's stuck with me after a while. Like, it doesn't feel right saying GATG. Gallagher just rolls off the tongue, and
Oh yeah, it's just quicker.
I
Thank
heard
the Red God for that. He gave us that shortening, and I never went back. I said, that's really convenient.
See, so the insult does work out. But I like Levon's version of it when he did a parody of Official Gallagher a while ago, and he yelled really loud. He's like, "Hey guys, my name's Official Gatorade here." I'm like, that's a good one actually. I never thought of that. So every time I bought a bottle of Gatorade, I'd always think of Stout. And
great association. Like, yeah. Well, might as well get through this.
I'm checking as well. I was gonna say, on the note of MDA going after people maliciously, I gotta say this isn't a public story, and it feels completely awkward bringing up fucking Brian Muller in a story and being like, MDA was really mean to him. Not that it really matters because he wants to fuck 7-year-olds, which is arguably fucking way
MDA was
worse.
just trying to eliminate competition or potential competition in case Brian started looking for him a little older than that.
Oh, he goes 7 and up, so he better be worried. Brian's interest is anything above the age of 7. And I don't get that. I don't get why he'd see a 6-year-old and he'd be like, not interested, but for some reason a 7-year-old.
You can't even tell the difference.
Tricks his radar.
They look like fucking babies. Walking around, they're like 1 feet tall. How do you even know?
I seen this was 2014 when everyone was leaking MDA's face. And now MDA's pretty much said like,
oh right, because his docs have been out for what, 3 years now, and now he wants to be like, and they released my docs recently, and they're threatening my family. Your docs have been out for 3 fucking years, idiot. Try and lie about that too.
Now that you fucking admitted it, now when the police come to your house, you can't even
docs. Can we make that clear? But Mr. Repsion did that video where he's like, "Hello, Matt Karp," and then fucking MDA acknowledges it those years ago. And now he wants to be like, and I was just recently doxxed. No, you weren't.
Yeah, that's why I played it at the beginning of my video, because one, it was funny just to hear like, I am not Matt Karp, then like, hi, it's Matt, I'm MDA.
I'm a demon.
It fits so well.
Yeah.
It's so perfect. Just now that there's not even a case of plausible deniability if the cops do show up to his house, he can't claim like, no, that I'm not MDA, dude. You got the wrong guy.
They like pull out a little laptop and they just watch the first few seconds. Like, no, that's you.
Like, listen to his rap songs and like, okay, we don't even care about the child extortion. We're arresting you on having the most lamest fucking rapping abilities of all time.
Awful. You're like, ugh, bad.
He's 1 tier above Daniel Myers, and that isn't saying
corny motherfucker. Gross.
Where he has like the goofy ass thing.
What up?
I'm really expecting.
I have semen. Penis jokes.
Great
guys.
rhymes.
It's not weird because I make penis jokes all the time. That's one of my favorite comments where it said, "Guys, but I make penis jokes," and they're like, bad defense.
I mean, hey, I've got quite an open sense of humor, but I mean, I'm not out fucking like.
If it's one-on-one and a guy who's 10 years older than you is fucking hitting on you and be like, "Well, I'm just making some penis jokes," like, why were you with that kid behind the alley?
Exactly.
Why were you making those jokes to them?
Privately, with no one around, for no one to laugh at the jokes.
Yeah.
And the girls themselves are then messaging people saying, oh, I gave him like a flaky answer because I wanted him to leave me alone. Doesn't sound like a joke personally. It sounds like people trying to avoid you.
It really does. And I wanted to make a point because it was brought up last night to me because, in society, guys are always seen as it's normal to go after girls. So I think it obfuscates a little bit how weird it is what he was doing. Because just imagine, like, Heather's 26. So imagine if she started hitting on Lecklend. How fucking weird would that be? Very weird.
Exactly the case.
Like, the thought of that made me really uncomfortable. Like, that's so strange. But because it's a guy hitting on girls, people tend to forget, like, hey, this is a decade age gap. This is 10 fucking years. This is not an even fight. This is not an even transaction. This is a full-fledged adult preying on someone whose brain isn't even formed yet, who can't even buy fucking alcohol. They can't do anything. You can't even join the army. They are minors under federal law, and he's preying on them. And I just wanted to throw that out there of, if you're not seeing it as disgustingly as I'm seeing it, just flip the genders and see how weird that comes off.
That's the funny thing, is they always use that argument like, oh, you know, women get it off easier, but it's like you tend to get more sympathy if you think of it like that. So
yeah,
let's see. Connor Pierce says that's what I'm trying to find. Mean guy versus pedophile. Now, I would say you could probably just type it down on YouTube and search through, I would say, today, because there's been 2 re-uploads today.
Yeah, use the filters.
The filters make it so much easier. And then let's see, Natester555. Oh, that's Nate Franklin. He says hello. Welcome. Diabetic Lion chimed in and said, how badly do you think MDA regrets making that admission video?
I bet he wants to pull it down, but he was like, no, I have to pretend I'm getting ready for court. So I won't do any kind of activity, but he's just looking at it like, why the fuck did I admit to that? And why? Why would you not? So, first of all, really innocent if you have to consult a fucking lawyer. But you consulted a lawyer. You made the video first, though. Any lawyer would have told you, if you just talked to him for 5 more seconds, yeah, don't make a video, don't say anything. You know, because then there would be plausible deniability. Your fucking retard ass comes out like, yeah, I did this. This is my name and face. So what? You guys are jerks. By the way, I'm talking to some $25 a minute legal counsel. And then the lawyer,
I'm pretty sure that lawyer was probably just a YouTube lawyer. Like, there's been like, whenever H3's gotten into cases, he's gotten like fair use lawyers, and they're like YouTubers who actually help out in that regard. But
he called a fair use lawyer.
People are complaining that the lawyer was doing a bad job, but I'd like to say it's MDA's part, because he completely twisted the situation.
Oh yeah, the lawyer, I guess, wasn't technically wrong, because MDA kept leaving information out. Like, hey, I asked a 15 to 16-year-old girl for pictures. Is that okay? And the lawyer been like, give me some more money.
I'm gonna need a little bit more if I'm getting you off the hook for this.
I'm gonna need you to double that rate if that's what you're telling me. But he's like, so if I didn't have sex with a 17-year-old girl who I was role playing with and having an acting thing with, am I like a pedophile? He's like, well, pedophile is not a legal term, but no, I guess you can't technically be hauled away to jail if you didn't meet with her to have sex with her. And he's like, all right, thanks. That's just all I wanted to. Actually, his voice is more like, all right, thanks. That's all I wanted to know. It's like, you left out so much fucking information. So look, I won't blame that lawyer. I know he's some fucking 1-800 call a lawyer number, and he's probably got a giant bald spot in the middle of his head, and he's shuffling his papers around. He's in a gray suit. His office has cockroaches because he's like a fucking state defender. But
like getting fucking like, it's kind of like James McGill from The Simpsons to do it, and he's just like jumping out of the place. Doesn't know what he's doing. Yeah. This one guy said, what's more worse is you guys ignored the haters of MDA after he exposed his haters that did worse stuff, and MDA did legal, not them. It was their illegal. And Geeber says back to him, speak English, you fucking dipshit. And then Lion replies, ha ha ha. But actually, the reason I didn't address it in the video and I didn't defend people is because it was a deflection tactic. And second of all,
who cares?
It was a false one.
You're not going to get caught up on the fact that fucking whatever, UTF had his fucking nudes leaked against his consent, which I don't even know how that's the same thing, or that Frost was on drugs at one point in his life and then he stopped. What the point of that was, he hit on your mom. It's fucking weird. I don't see how it doesn't mean he didn't do the other things, which he admitted to anyway. oh, Marbles is a jerk. Marbles released Sam's information without her, permission, even though, first of all, then he plays a video of her just talking about, hey, I'm deleting my social media, which had nothing to do with that. And she also says, yeah, I made the choice as an 18-year-old. So he did a thing where he framed it like she was going to say what he just said, and then he played a video where that didn't even happen. And people look at 47 minutes of duration and they go, oh, well, he must have defended himself really well. No, he stood up there and he dazzled you with bullshit for 47 minutes. Then he would say things that happened, and then the video that played, that didn't even happen.
I actually did defend.
Fun with logic. Let me just make the title a paragraph about something they did, and then it's like a video of a duck walking in a park.
It might as well be, because I think the Frost thing, I actually was going to put that in my video just because Frost actually got into a Skype call, consented to me using it in the video of him saying that he got blackmailed. Then on top of that, I didn't want to defend Eternal and all that because I knew they were going to do their own separate videos, so it didn't really matter for me to tread on what they were going to say. So, of course, I wasn't going to focus on that. But then, let's see, Diabetic Lion says he can't pull it down or he'll look even worse. He's fucked. Connor Pierce says, honestly, I have a lot I wanted to say about MDA Live, but if you guys want to keep this stream with you two, that's all right. Well, I'm kind of going half and half with this. I'll just read as it goes. The Demon Source 5 says, you make I Must Destroy All look good when you defend the haters, when they were exposed for worse, when you ignore evidence he posted about real bad stuff. Well, with the Frost call, you...
the chat? What? Wow, man, what's it like being the only fucking retard in the whole room where you just get dazzled by smoke and mirrors? First of all, are you 13 or 14? Video and go, yeah, that was a good defense. I mean, after all, those people are jerks, and they're way worse than MDA. You realize he broke federal law, right? And that's what everyone's focusing on? Like, can you acknowledge that?
Just for the record,
too, with that and give me a yes or no.
I've seen him say, you ignore evidence, but he forgot the E in it, so I'm guessing that his keyboard's encrusted with fucking Cheetos, and he's like fucking 13.
Or Vidence is like a user, and Vidence like said some really good stuff to people. I don't know. Either way, you get back to me with an answer when you can, you clown.
Connor Pierce says, in quotes, guys, she was totally faking a panic attack. It wasn't true. I swear it's just a joke. Then Jimmy says, MDA looks like the kid you'd sell a gram of basil leaf soup for $80.
He does. Hey, guys, can I be street? Am I a gangster now? I made a rap song on YouTube. It's called Elements. Earth, Wind, Fire, Wind, Water. Pretty cool,
like the fucking ICP song. I swear, it's a bit pathetic when you're trying to be a rapper and you're basically getting outbeat by the insane clown posse, especially by like...
That's where I would start, is with ICP. If I wanted to steal a rap beat, I'm like, I gotta get with this whoop whoop juggalo for life shit.
And Diabetic Lion brought up a good point. He said, and like Blake said, if MDA actually cared about what they did, he would have said it 3 years ago, which is true. If, you know, all of this stuff was a big issue, why didn't he call out Frost 3 years ago? You know, he said we should we should call the police on him if he's guilty. Call the police on Frost if he's guilty. You know, it's like people fucking dox him. So, you know, if you really think he's breaking shit.
Stupid in the chat, you can also explain that to me too. That's another good thing I'd like to touch on. Why is it only relevant now?
Demon Source says, you ignored evidence, I must destroy all.
Demon Source, MDA, shut the fuck up.
He played, there were kids being hurt, and MDA said stop, and they didn't. You heard the call. No, he didn't say stop. He said he was in the call. He declined the picture because it was on record, and that it was going to be put on Encyclopedia Dramatica, and he just kind of fucking acted like the devil's advocate, you know? Like, he just kind of, like,
all right, so swing and miss there, Demon Sauce, but I think I asked you a question like 2 minutes ago. I don't know if you already forgot. Did he or did he not break federal law?
He even mentioned, was being a bully, MDA was legal, and then Geeber said MDA is not legal under federal law. Fuck off. And then
He's
Jimmy
26, of course. Yeah, MDA is legal under federal law because he's almost fucking 30. The kids are what I'm focusing on, Demon Sauce. The kids are not legal. Do you understand?
Then, Jimmy says, "Does this Demon Sauce motherfucker want MDA's Demon Sauce on his face?" And then the Demon Sauce says, "This is in response to your accusation, Marvels." He said, "I'm not. I must destroy all. Not me.
Not me. Nope. No way. No
Geeber said, "Get in the show and battle it out if you're so fucking confident."
Yeah, come on in.
Said,
"You want a link?"
Under Freak bullied MDA, you guys bullied MDA, you guys are trolls. Yeah, I'm a troll, okay. I know a lot of, like, fucking Gallagher's group. I don't think Gallagher exclusively. I think he doesn't think I'm a troll, but his group thinks I'm a troll for fucking no reason whatsoever. I can sort of see Marvel since he's had it for ages, but
I think he's putting it on. So unless he comes in this, I'm going to treat him like parody because the name that you guys are bullies, under Freak bullied, MDA. You guys are ignoring evidence. You can't answer a straight question. He's probably pulling a chain here. I mean, if you're not, you're free to come in the show. But other than that, you're going to start to get treated like background noise.
One of Gage's fans commented on my MDA response saying,
so Gage commented under a different account.
Even if all the allegations were true, it doesn't change the fact that Marvels and his whole crew are nothing but a bunch of scumbags. Yeah, let's switch focus.
Okay.
Good choice.
What we're not doing is we're not trying to have sex with kids. So, I mean, you know, yeah, we're jerks, but MDA, again, is a pedo creepo.
Well, you're going to get a new subscriber soon because Blaze the movie fan realized that he hasn't been subscribed to you all this time, but he thought he was, so I gave him the redirect Blaze. There.
I appreciate it.
And then there's a Hangout. This is Geeber. There's a Hangout app. Download it and get in, loser. As the guy's like, I don't have a computer.
I don't have a computer. I don't have a computer. Really? You don't have
fucking mobile?
Yeah, on your phone. I'm not even sure if you can do that, but okay, loser.
Oh, Nick can join.
All right, have Nick come in. I'm just gonna fill up. Might be cool.
All right, no problem. Everyone, please give Nick a welcome hand when he joins in. Probably a couple of seconds. Let's see, Blaze for the next. Oh, you guys didn't listen to me. You laughed at me when real serious problems in full caps. So you know he's like losing his shit. Well, we laughed at you because you're a fucking idiot, Demon Sauce. Can we block Demon Sauce? He's retarded. I'll see what I can do, Geeber.
I'm back.
Geeber's recommending that I block Demon Sauce, and there's loads of stuff you can. I love that you can put the user in timeout. Like,
put him in timeout for being so stupid. Go stand outside class. Just stand outside in the hallway, and when people ask you why you're outside, say I'm an idiot.
Message deleted by Ben Cole. I didn't mean to delete his messages, but you guys can laugh at him anyway. He's been blocked for a couple bit, but I gave Nick the link because he messaged me and he said I might be a little late, but I'm gonna check this.
All right. Well, whenever he comes in.
Hopefully he knows that as he's messaging me, he's getting notoriety and all of this on my channel. Get in the corner, Demon Sauce. That's right. Then, you might not have heard this, Marvels, but Diabetic Lion has claimed that Blaze is being recruited for the next member of Cloud9. What do you have to say? Go on.
I'm sorry, who said that?
Diabetic Lion.
I don't remember that.
One of the OGs.
Lion, why don't you come in here and explain that? Put Lion in 10 seconds.
He's
10-second timeout.
I wish I could actually give like times for the timeouts.
5 seconds.
Just make some perfect.
Stop for a second. You can.
I don't like blocking people. I like the timeout option.
Yeah, you can appoint mods too, which is something that I did because I don't really feel like doing that when I make a show. I think I have Geeber and Lion as cops and Falcon, but he's
I'll
on
add,
vacation.
yeah, I saw he left. Let's
Yeah.
see moderators. I'll make Lion a moderator, and I'll give Geeber mod powers if I can.
Yeah,
There.
they're good. They're good cops.
Mods. We're like the underlog content cops,
Yeah,
and
content
I'm
wall
expecting
security.
and yeah, I'm really expecting a new content cop because a lot of people are doubting that it'll be on that drama that iDubbbz has gotten into. But I mean, if he fucking filmed himself doing all the controversy, then obviously he's planning on putting it in a video. Nick to
It's probably about
okay, I was
YouTube
confused.
bloggers.
Nick joined.
Who the fuck
Hello.
are you people?
Kick him out of here.
Welcome.
Oh,
No one
I
talks
thought
to him
I
like
was
that. No one
joining
says, "Who the
a
fuck are you?"
stream
I have
with-
900 subscribers. First of all,
I thought I was joining a stream with an amazing atheist, and no one talks to you. I don't know who the hell you guys are.
This is what Lion says. He says, I said I'm rooting for him, not that we're recruiting him. Don't slander me, Lecklend. And then Jimmy said, Marvel should try his hand at genetic engineering and create a strand of weed called K9. And then Geeber said, I'm all for that, Lion. And then the French Grizzle said, you three are all plebs. And then Diabetic Line said, Demon Source logged into a
the
second
French
channel.
Grizzle.
Don't worry, French Grizzle, I'll put you in timeout.
You're going into
Doesn't-
timeout too. Same guy from before.
I love the timeout feature because it's nothing anything mean. It's just kind of, just sit on the stool and think of what you've done.
And it's like, all right, go hit the bench. Come back out when you have some ideas.
When you come back and you're challenging ideas and you're not being a total fucking scrub, then we'll let you
You can
back
answer
in.
a straight question, then you can come back.
And now I got another message.
Oh, are you like doing
Oh.
recruiting for Cloud9 or something?
Kinda, no, not really.
Oh, okay.
But the subject
Blaze
came
is
up
being
somehow.
recruited.
Oh, I see.
Blaze is being recruited.
said
He is
that?
probably going to. Diabetic Lion
Blaze
said
is
that.
being
He's one of
recruited.
the.
Why
Look,
is
we
he
already
always
have a
fucking
goddamn movie reviewer. It's Lion.
Fuck Lion.
Oh.
Blaze is god tier. You're lucky to even have Blaze in your company. This cold just won't go away.
Blaze will be a part of K10.
He'll
Next
make his
group.
New
I'll
member
start.
joins. Just as an FYI, if anyone's ever confused and they're like, "Who the fuck's the new person joined?" It's most likely Noah because he asked to join.
Oh, so wait, who's joining?
Noah because he asked. He said if the show ever drags down, I don't mind hopping in. I gave him the link.
So Geeber?
So, yeah.
Oh, okay. Switching names on me there. I'm like, hopefully
And
Geeber.
then
Some random ass guy named Noah. Like, who the fuck is Noah?
that's what I call him. That's his name.
Yeah, no,
Let's see. Connor Pierce said, by the way, the video I meant. Thank you, Lion. I appreciate. Okay, so, okay. Connor Pierce. By the way, the video I mentioned was re-uploaded by me a few minutes ago. Nice. Geeber said, K 10-year-olds, and then Demon Source came back and he said, thanks for the censorship. And then immediately it shows up like this person's been blocked. I forgot I had mods on, but Lion gave him a timeout. That
Thanks
made
for
me
the
laugh.
censorship. All right, get the fuck out. So you were supposed to come back with an answer to my question, but you couldn't manage that. Go make
And
another
then,
account and try again.
Connor Pierce said, Lion's Spider-Man review was very inspiring. And Lion said, thanks, Connor. I put a lot of effort into it. My mistake, but
Lion has videos.
yeah,
I've
Yes.
never seen them.
he is
They're
called
very good.
Diabetic Lion. The good
He's got,
videos.
Animations.
I sub to him because he's very kind, and I heard he liked my reviews. Is the reason I subscribed back to him. That was my way to how nice it was.
Oh, wow. I thought this channel was empty the last time I came here.
Yeah, it was empty. I'm guessing everyone's interested in me now because I'm the popular kid. Let's see.
Oh shit.
Oh my god, the Demon Souls guy made a new account. MDA break no laws. They will legal. Leave Matt alone.
MDA break no laws.
This message has been deleted by Geeber. Geeber
Bye.
gave him a timeout.
Wait, is there like a chat that I'm not seeing?
Yeah, you have
that's
to go to
on,
the YouTube page that this has taken place.
It's so fun seeing the timeout because it's like everyone's just the parent. Like he comes off timeout and he's like, "See, I got off this seat." It's like, "Get back on."
Gets a dope slap to the back of the head and sent upstairs.
I don't see why you're not just.
Your biggest mistake was coming back.
You know they're wrong.
We let them talk. But they kept running their mouths. And Geeber asked if I could get rid of them. So
they wouldn't answer questions. If you're in the stream, you're gonna have to answer questions. That's all it is.
You
can't manage it.
My only stipulation is I ain't a blocking person unless it's something extreme. So with these people, I just like to give them little slaps on the wrist. If they still haven't learned, they can get plenty of slaps, and then they'll turn to blisters. Let's see.
What?
17 legal in New York. 3 Matt is like Trump treated unfair, and then immediately timeout by diabetic lion. This is like the Flex hangout like 2 years ago when Fun with Logic kept making like fucking new accounts just to talk to Flex, and Flex would fucking block him on each one, and he'd log into a new one. I don't know why he keeps making new ones. He just needs to wait out the 300 seconds. It's only 5 minutes. Oh wait, that is kind of long.
That's nothing.
Let's see. Oh no, Lion! Don't ban that dude.
Do it, you fucking queer! I dare you.
The actual Goku was Nick. He was just joshing in the chat.
Was he really just about to ban me over that?
I think he just like you see some like Matt's okay, and everyone's like, all right, you're getting the timeout. Don't worry. I want to view your message. Anyone who sides with MDA will be put on to timeout until you. This is what Nick said. He sounds sick of people saying Matt did something wrong. God, just like Hitler all over again. And yeah, okay. Nick realized it. Not Nick. Lion realized it was Nick and went, "Oh, okay. Don't worry. How do I take out the timeout? Don't worry. It's fine. The timeout isn't anything permanent."
I'm already in the fucking video. I don't care.
To Lion and Geeber, for if Cloud9 needs to 100% take this thing, just kick Lecklend out and Nick. I'll deliver the symbol for when you need to know.
Oh, Fast and Furious. I'm gonna check this. 17 legal, you plebs are swines, and get no ladies wearing YouTube like badges. Matt is safe, no jail. Free Matt hashtag.
All right, this is a joke.
I'm glad that Geeber gave that guy a timeout too.
They're saying you don't come on, ignore federal law like 8 times and talk like an Ethiopian who's like trying to scam you with an email. It's not no. I simply do not believe you anymore. You've pushed it too far.
The joke's gone on too far. He's still. I mean, I don't put it past it being an actual MDA fan. His are fucking so illiterate. So
yeah,
it's difficult to decipher trolling. Like sometimes you like respond seriously and be like, "Oh, fucking son of a."
Speaking of which, you and Nick watched that guy's video last night, right? Like the Nothing Zone or whatever he calls himself.
Oh man,
yeah,
that was great.
That was funny. That guy was joking though. But it was still
good. I got the vibe. It made me laugh.
Because he just kept saying, MDA is not a pedophile.
Can you imagine having a thesis, but you don't know how to support that thesis for a good 8 minutes? Or how long that video was?
It was like 5 minutes of just, well, he's not.
I think he took a sign. He's like, he's not because, and then he thought for 2 seconds, said he's a pretty cool guy.
He's not because he has a good heart and you are bullies. Stop talking about people.
Like his whole premise is that he's a demon, and you'd think, why is anybody surprised?
Just so everyone knows, Nick made fun of MDA like ages ago. So this is all full circle for him.
Yeah, it's standard. Come in, work my 9 to 5, come out.
Jimmy says, Matt was in the troll posse, wasn't he? Of course his fans are going to be illiterate. Now, I would say true, but also bear in mind Marbles is technically a former member, so not all of them come out to be illiterate.
Member that left because they were bringing in guys like Nate and Matt, and we're just like, these guys have no fucking clue what they're doing. We're out.
It was weird. I was listening to some of the old calls. There's Noah. I'll say. I listened to some of the old calls, and it was weird hearing people like some guy 827. He was laughing at like the stuff fucking Flex was saying and actually considering him a funny guy. And you hear like Nate, he's like, "You're making jokes in the fucking thing," and Nate's laughing at you, and I'm like, "Wait, wasn't Marbles the one that gave you a seizure? I thought you
didn't Marbles try to assassinate you? You're just laughing.
Why are you laughing?
Wait, what? Who got a seizure?
You're laughing at everything." Someone fill Nick in. I don't think the jokes. Oh.
Common word around here is I tried to kill Nate by sending him flashy videos, which Doodle himself denied to Lecklend, but everyone likes to say it.
I'm so glad I have that proof, because it's, if anyone says he tried to give this person a seizure, it's like, well, no, he didn't. So that's all I have to say.
There was something like that in the news where like some guy sent a really flashy image on Twitter to this guy. And like the guy replied on Twitter, like, "This is his wife. My husband is dead. I'm reporting you to the police." And like that, it was fucking.
That's gonna be Marbles eventually.
Hopefully that guy's my cellmate at the least. It's like, you hear for the same thing? Like, all right, cool. I didn't want to get made fun of by the rest of the inmates for sending flashy videos.
Oh, this one person brought up the truth.
Community and just send pictures. It turns out they're gifs of flashing images and not child porn.
MDA did break the law, but the people he exposed did worse. Demon Sauce speak English. So yeah, me speaking English. Yeah, that's how you speak English. You sound like
Demon Sauce educated.
Jesus Christ. This is like a low-grade Simpsons character talking. He broke federal law, but he also showed you guys are no better. Okay, so can you please give me the example of when I've tried to fuck underage people? Because even if you did, keep in mind, I'm 16 years old, so me wanting to fuck 16-year-olds is perfectly normal. Find the claim that Nick, I don't know how old you are, Nick, but find the proof that Nick's a pedophile.
Nick 30.
And find the proof.
I mean, I am.
We already have the proof.
But that's not the point,
Shit, okay. I've been accused of raping my sister by phonologic. Marbles wants to slap Graceland's cheeks. I know, I've seen the Skype quotes from Mike. He did so well defending himself, and Nick just admitted it. So I guess this guy's right.
I'm like reading this guy. He showed you guys are no better. How? How did he show that we're no better? He dug his own grave. I've never dug my own grave. I've never been a pedophile. What did I fucking do to make me worse than MDA? Like, he confirmed those chat logs where he's trying to extort those fucking images from kids.
I'd like to know the same thing. I'm a little curious about that. I realize I haven't been the most easy to get along with, but I don't know if that's against federal law.
Well, I mean, you did kill your brother, Marbles. That's.
Well, look, you don't know what my brother did to me. So that's only half the story.
Animals.
Has anyone asked me my side of the story on why I killed Bo?
I don't know. Let me look up your encyclopedia.
Oh, burn him.
Okay. He fucking drowned at the beach.
We have I like that your ED article's just been completely flourished into, I mean, like a lot of the nonsense and fake stuff has been removed, and that's all I can hope for. It's one at a time.
I mean, it's readable now. It's not 57 terabytes of just every thought someone ever had.
It's still a little bit long in certain bits, like his path to feminism. It's like a huge fucking roundabout, and it's like, calm down there, Saket.
Very, very rambling. Yeah, Saket, he should come back and defend himself again, because I feel like he did kind of poorly in that other Skype call.
I love that. When you kept saying how bad he was doing, and he just kept like, yeah, I think he said, "Are you sleep deprived?" He's like, "Are you like fucking retarded. It's like, this isn't a good defense, Saket. Just
So you are sleep deprived.
Are you telling me that Saket isn't just a lolcat who occasionally came on Skype calls?
No, he is Heisenberg. He knows how to do shit. I love that he seems to think of himself as the fucking. He seems to think of himself as Walter White in Breaking Bad, but it's like, you do remember Walter White wasn't intimidating to the higher up people. They kicked his ass.
That's
Have you ever
exactly what
watched
happened.
it?
And everyone is the higher up people on YouTube to him.
And now, okay, Marbles versus iDubbbz, who wins? Which is what Diabetic Lion asked.
In what? Because
Let's go by Slamjam and in real life.
Slamjam, he's got fucking 14 points on me in Slamjam. So that'd be
Especially depending on your age.
Super uphill fight, and in real life, I'd whip his ass.
All right, let's put it this way. Both of you play F-Zero 2000. Who wins?
F-Zero? I'm decent at racing games, so I might win that.
GameCube win, though.
I haven't played GameCube since I was in middle school.
And I feel like I'd probably it sounds really boastful when you think of people who you could beat and do a fight, but I don't care if it sounds boastful. I would kick Leafy's ass in a fight.
Oh yeah, that's easy.
Anyone
So
in this
when your
story.
arms are super skinny, when you look like a skinny person, but then you also look pregnant, you're out of shape.
Hang on, how are you supposed to break his jaw if he doesn't have a chin?
Because your hand will just slide up his face and hit his nose.
You'd break all the
Are you
cartilage.
sure that nose has any bones in it? Are you sure it's not just plush?
Your nose doesn't have bones.
No
in it,
nose has
regardless.
bones in it.
Well, I know
You
my
want to be
nose
a
does.
nurse? Nah, yeah.
You want to get into this? I know noses have cartilage
Listen, I'm
in
not
it.
talking about regular you and me anatomy. I'm talking about leafy anatomy, all right?
Oh, okay,
His
okay.
whole
Lion
head doesn't
explained
have
himself.
bones. It's a ball of fat.
Lion made sure to clarify. He said, not in Slam Jam or in real life. He means in a YouTube fight, roasting each other, who would win.
That's an uphill fight because iDubbbz is clearly shameless. He said some really stupid shit though that I would have to. It would have to be based on that, that he thinks
What you two
free.
even be fighting about?
Wait, hold on. I want to hear what you think is his stupid shit as iDubbbz's #1 fan.
Okay, he thinks freedom of speech applies to YouTube videos.
It doesn't.
That's a major point right there. No, that's fucking retardedly said that. I forget which video it was, but I'd probably go through all of that video, and that would be my target. Because you're not going to make fun of the guy for being stupid or fucking calling him ugly or a loser or something like that. So it would have to be based on what he said. As for we would have to also clear out subscribers, because if someone with 4 million or whatever subscribers attacks you, it's going to look like you lost in the ratings every single time. So, I mean, if we get rid of that, that's what I would have to do.
That's the thing.
Other
Whenever
than
you're
that,
going after it, it's so easy because you can always look like you've won in the fight with Gage. Even if we did horrible against Gage, his dislike fucking ratio's fucking horrendous.
He doesn't have one fan.
He just have one like on his
Everyone
video.
who watches his videos thinks he's a fucking idiot.
Even himself logged on another account doesn't even give himself a courtesy like.
No, he just people shouldn't be judging you based on your appearance. It's that's not what we're judging you based on. It's based on the stupid shit you say or spit, whatever you're trying to do.
Oh, I got a private message.
I make
by
fun
the
of
way.
your appearance. Oh yeah,
Because it's private. I'm going to assume that the person wants to remain anonymous. But they said Saket's leaving the internet because he's apparently done with retards. He asked me to start calling him Rick in reference to Rick and Morty.
no, I'm gonna call you Sackett in regards to the fact you're fucking. That's what you are. That's just who you are.
So his comparisons have straight up went from 50-year-old Kingpin who has murdered over 200 people to this silly, goofy cartoon character. I want you to recognize me as the silly, goofy cartoon character. and not the
Well, I
Kingpin.
could do that. I mean, the
we
silly,
already
goofy
do.
cartoon character is Saket, though. His name is Saket, and it's always been
I
Saket.
think his dad is Rick and he's Morty.
Fucking like
His dad is Neelam or Adarsh.
oh fucking Larry.
Larry's his adoptive father. I'm talking biological. Either way, all three are cold-blooded killers. Unlike Saket, who just turned out to be a fat pussy.
Just puts memes.
I
on his
swear
back.
it's so difficult to like. I can imagine in Slamjam that fucking I have no chance against Larry. I'd lose. I'm not.
No one does. No one in a one-on-one has any kind of shot against Larry.
Because he fucking. Did you see what he did to Fat Captain America?
He wouldn't even
fucking
put him
destroyed
down.
him.
He suplexed him for 3 minutes straight, and then
If he can
fucking
carry
back.
Fat Captain America, then I don't want to see what he could do to my legs.
Yeah. He wouldn't even let go of Captain America. He had his arms around his stomach the whole time, picking him up and slamming him on his neck.
I was legit nervous watching that because you're like, I wouldn't want to fucking mess around with Larry. I'm fucking keeping out of that.
Well,
Never put me in a fight with Larry.
someone is going to have to fight him.
I'm designating that for someone better than me, and I know Levon's got higher stats, so I don't know, maybe
that
he's better
didn't work
than
out either, because I do simulations all the time of Royal Rantomania, and Levon got to the very end of it, and then he fought Larry, and it was over in like 2 minutes.
Put me in.
Wait, Levon got to the end?
Yeah.
I hope Levon knows that he managed to beat everyone in Slamjam, but couldn't beat Larry.
He can't beat everyone, I'll say. Like, I have characters I haven't shown anyone yet, but they're mid-80s, and that just wouldn't happen. And if, Nick, you want to be in it, I need some... What do you look like? I have no clue about you at all.
You know, like when you go to the desert and the sun starts rising, like you see shit running away.
You're like the lizard or the armadillo.
Yeah, just like...
You want to be Nick
Sorry,
the lizard?
That sounds squeaky.
Yeah, that's my persona.
Okay, because Lecklend has the snake, so it's...
I love how I noticed that. I did notice that I had snake aesthetics. And I'm like, gee, I wonder what that's alluding to.
Fucking traitor. That's what that's alluding to. And I got the spy.
See that based by fucking Justin.
Yeah, we got fucking falcon, a goose, a spider, a snake, and I can have like an armadillo or a lizard.
Wait, hang on. What are you fucking talking about?
Slamjam.
Have you watched Slamjam?
I have, but I didn't see Lecklend turn into a snake.
No, he's just called that. Welcome back.
Noah.
We should probably let you talk.
Yeah.
I know last time was kind of just kept going. And I'm
Man,
like,
I fucking hate
gotta
that
fucking
Noah
say
guy.
something.
I don't know what you
He
guys...
joined us. I was in the middle of speaking, so I was like, shit, I'll wrap up what I'm saying.
He's with me.
You have your microphone on? Because they're nothing.
Hello?
There he is.
Hello?
Ah, there we go. All right. Sorry, my
All right,
computer
welcome.
fucked up.
Little quiet.
Noah, post your favorite meme right now.
Chronic depression.
Yeah, that's mine too.
Noah, meet Nick. Nick, meet Noah. You've both got the same initial.
I swear I've been in a call with this guy before, but maybe I'm thinking differently.
You're probably thinking different.
Yeah, probably. Back in
I
the
don't
whole
care
Mikey
what
thing.
Marbles. I don't care what Marbles says. Nick is former Cloud9, and I've heard people say otherwise, but I've seen him on the official Cloud9 old page. He counts.
Why don't you
as an
go blow
oldie.
your nose? First of all, I didn't even run that page.
I should go
Don't you
blow
make
my nose.
fun of
Sketch
me.
did, and guess where Sketch is now?
Yeah,
Dead.
Sketch fucking died.
Oh,
I
there's
know.
still be a
I'm
commemoration.
still waiting though. I have a guy who I kind of want to replace Sketch. We got his name last night. Me and Heather watched his
Ooh.
video, and I'm like, I could have him. So it was C15MD Finest.
Okay, I
kinda
don't
cool.
know who the fuck that is, so
No one knows who the fuck that is, and that's what makes him such a Dark Ranger. No one knows until
Jimmy
it's too late.
pointed out
I
a
don't really
valid
care
point.
as
He
long as
said,
he's funny.
Noah,
Jimmy said Falcon. Oh, I'll keep quiet and let Noah speak.
his microphone is more quiet, so I just gotta go with him first.
Yeah.
Wait, mine? Let me turn up the gain. How's
That's
that?
good. Yeah, that's good. What were you gonna say?
What did I say? I asked if he was funny.
Yeah, he also seems like a really nice fellow.
All right, that's good.
Very polite man. Yeah.
I wish
He's
this
probably
disease was
like-
fucking cancer so I could just die from it already.
Dude, me too.
Jimmy says falcon, goose, spider, snake, armadillo, and he said that sounds like a fucking rip-off of Kung Fu Panda.
Sounds
First
like
of all,
a
I didn't
Metal
even
Gear
watch
Solid.
Kung Fu Panda, so watch your fucking lips. You'll get put in time now.
Bullshitter. I know that's your favorite movie.
I don't watch anything with pandas in it.
You love pandas. You fucking lie.
You buy it.
Pandas are my least favorite bear.
What's your favorite bear?
They're not bears.
You're getting called out by a Cloud9 member here.
What?
No, they're like raccoon, or no, not raccoons. They're like foxes or something like that.
Black bears?
No, yeah, no, I'm panda bears.
Oh yeah, panda bears are stupid. There's nothing dumber than a fucking panda bear. They won't.
Polar
even
bears are
breed
stupid
with
too. I'm glad they're fucking dying. Honestly,
you. What are?
polar bears.
Oh, I like polar bears. First of all,
I remember when they tried to save the polar bears. but
All right,
then the
are we
polar bears
gonna have our
murdered the
like our
shit.
little Cloud9 like split up on this hangout?
yeah.
This is
So
what
you
we
like
do
polar
on
bears?
Darwin's.
No.
All right. Well,
Would you just
looking for
replace them with
replacements
this?
as of today.
Oh hey, I'll tell you that I like polar bears if you let me join.
You can. How old are you?
5. No, 15.
Way too young.
15?
Five.
Yeah,
15.
that one.
No, still too young.
Son of a fucking cunt.
We go to
Are
the
you
bar,
actually?
so you got to be like 18 and up.
I have my license
Exactly.
just for a 15-year-old.
I don't
And
care
mute
if you have
myself.
your license. I had a library card when I was 12. I need like adults.
Who goes to the fucking library? You have PDFs now.
Dude, I'll
We did it
fake
back
an
in
ID just to
1990.
join.
Yeah, well,
When I was
1990 was
3.
gay then. Who the hell wants to be there?
I'm
Are
all
you
right.
guys gonna let Mike back in after he hits the 18+ limit?
Are you telling me he's
We'll
not
consider
already
it just to
back in?
laugh at him.
Yeah.
Mike, you can join Cloud9 again. You just need to wait until you're 18.
I assume
Just ask
Just
him
like
so, how to
if
work.
we ever get in a call with him, we're just gonna abuse him constantly over and over again.
So what happens? Okay, so I'm 18 next year. He's going to be 18 the year after. Sorry, Mike, you're not older than me. You're 1 year below me, so you're going to have to wait in 2019. And unfortunately, Saket has a plan to kill Marvels by that time, so you won't get to spend any, makeup time with him.
You won't get to replace
And
him like you
unfortunately-
tried to last time.
Yeah, and if Lecklend gets in, then we'll already have someone with a foreign accent, so therefore Mike cannot get in.
Exactly. Just get all the appeals
We'll
into
have
the.
NATO complete.
And we'll get somebody who's not a complete bitch
And then-
ass. That's another thing.
Yeah, that's a good
I'll make
start.
sure to tremble in calls. That's the best way. We need to add Mitch for
I'm
the
having a hard
anxiety
time.
deal. I liked Mitch's calls with Undertaker freaking Flex, and Flex would ask him stuff like, "Why are you always on mute, Mitch, when I start to talk?" And then he'll get off mute for a second just to like respond to that, and then he'll start typing in the chat again.
But he doesn't really respond. He just goes,
Microphone's broken.
He just makes like deflections, like "You're a hypocrite, Flex." You're like, "What do you mean by that?" And then you'll stop typing, and then everyone will make fun of him for being a pussy. Because, like, first off, he raged on using his microphone when it clearly worked, and then he fucking raged out on typing. But it's like you got nothing. This is
I mean,
straight up rage quit.
I like Mitch
see.
regardless. He's always been like a mascot.
Mascot for the special needs children.
Was Sinister Hits
For
any good?
YouTube. What do you think? No, it wasn't any good. And he had a whole website. It was great. We loved it because he had a whole website where he'd act like it was staffed by a ton of people. And then it was like this whole fake business he had going. And he would like bought the shit out of his videos and anyone else's. And you can check now. I think he's got like almost twice the subscribers I do, but he's got like 100 views on a video.
Yeah.
You mean the Mitch that was like the guy who had the Pikachu icon back in the day?
Yes, you're right.
He had a
Oh, yeah, I
Pikachu
know that
icon.
Fucking queer.
It wasn't Pikachu. It was okay. I'm a kind of fucking nerd with this, but there's I I forget the names of them. I just know that like they evolve, and there's like Pikachu's the middle one, then there's Raichu, and then there's the little one. He used the little Pikachu.
Did he?
He's like the fucking baby Pikachu. Yeah,
And
he
there's
used the
being 10
baby
years
one. It
old.
was for... Yeah,
I don't even remember that.
I got
I
out
was-
of Pikachu. I got out of Pokemon. I don't think you were making fun of Mitch by 2013, so I don't think you would have known.
I don't know, because I kind of got started in 2013, and he was a big man. I'm just surprised I don't remember that. But yeah, he's funny. He's fun to watch.
I only
I
remember
visited.
this video like people should be allowed in the commentating community if they're 17 or older. And like he was 17.
Oh, you were around for that, Nick?
Of course I was.
Oh, damn. It's weird knowing you were around, but I had no idea you existed. But yeah, he was referring to people like me. He didn't want me in R3, but apparently I was a shit member to be in. But welcome arms game to people like Razareth, Vanilla Hodge, Ranner and Shades, all the good ranters like them.
It's great people.
Those are the
all
people he
around.
said were good. Yeah, the fucking guy that works at McDonald's that threatens to speed up his mother. The
He
guy
did beat
who
up his
fucks
mother.
7-year-olds.
Who?
He punched
guy
her.
that's in
who beat up his
possession.
mom?
Yeah, he's a huge pussy.
Yeah,
Hodge.
I don't know who Hodge is.
Vanilla Hodge.
punched his mom over deodorant, and he also will not accept Heather's friend request regardless, even though his posts are fun to read. But he always accepts mine. But then when she sends it, he just ignores it, and I'm like,
Well, because she's a
she's
girl.
like, you know how
she's
He
shitty
doesn't
that
like
is
girls.
to be rejected by Hodge. Like, who do you think you are? You
He's
fat
nervous to
sack of
talk to
shit?
girls.
You don't even have to talk to him. Just
Oh.
keep performing.
He might punch
Keep
her.
talking about how you're homeless and you work at McDonald's and your dad pissed you off by offering you tickets to the game the other day.
Bitch, you don't tell me to wear deodorant.
That's exactly what happened with that fight.
Lion corrected me and said that the small Pikachu is actually called Pichu. So it's Pichu, Pikachu, and Raichu.
I felt like I should have got that
Oh.
one right.
I'm glad I know that now.
And then
Glad I've been educated on Pokemon lore.
Yeah.
I like all of the groups that runners were in. I like how on an Encyclopedia Dramatica it recognizes that I was a part of the Cool Kids Club that was made by like Brian and Brandon, but they failed to
KKK, which is genius.
Yeah, they failed to include the part that I was the first member to leave because I thought it was fucking gay. And me and my
Who was in the
girlfriend.
KKK?
Okay, so it was okay. Bear in mind all the fucking good ranters. Razareth made the group with Brandon. Then he added
Surprising.
people. Then he added people like Saket. He added people like Brooke. He added people like I guess Zane was in the group. I think Horror Kid might have been in. They were really just friend group.
Who was that ranter kid with the bowl cut? Who was like
Zane?
12?
Which one?
I think his name was like Caleb or something like that.
Dude, he's a cool cat. Don't make fun of him. He's the reason. I mean, we're departed now, but he's the reason I got introduced to my girlfriend. So he got me. He helped me in the pussy wagon department. So I can't complain.
All right. I won't make fun of him.
Slack.
I didn't watch
And-
his shit anyway, so
Yeah,
whatever.
well, maybe you're
Me and him are in the department of getting like so many views because Repsion likes our shit. I don't think Repsion likes me anymore because he's seen that I liked a comment making fun of him. And
Yeah, whatever. Fuck Repsion.
he passive
Yeah,
aggressively
he
liked Heather's fucking like Heather said.
Oh,
what was
please.
Repsion's completely useless and always will be, and then Repsion liked her comment to be like a passive aggressive baby.
Well, I mean, it's true.
At least he's finally liking stuff which is right instead of fucking pointless shit. Oh, Jimmy said he was a part of the KKK too. So one of the chat members was also, and then me and my girlfriend were in, and me and her were just talking one day, and she came to the conclusion, hey, I don't really like this group, it's just kind of fucking lame. So
Kinda fucking
we both
gay.
Yeah, because
left.
everyone who was like 30 was hitting on her too, right?
Man, guys, I'm gonna have to keep it down.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
All right.
There's like some lady outside.
Alright, yeah,
she's
we'll
just
keep
like
it
knocking.
down.
She's
Okay,
saying
I
like,
get you.
please open the doors.
Some lady outside. I don't want to disturb her.
And like my brother's like, keep it.
Is it the lawn people?
I remember them.
Oh, Connor Pierce mentioned Jesus Christ was in the KKK, wasn't he? Damn, Connor, you've got a sharp memory. Yes, he was. I forgot about that. I forget about him because the only person who cares about him is like Rana and Shades and Saket because they're all assheard about him.
Do you remember him? He
Like-
was a jerk. He was so
Remember
bad.
that 15-year-old kid that did a YouTube video about me and said my content was fucking boring because it was, and then he
Didn't he
got
get
run
in
off the
trouble for
internet because
child
my
porn,
fans
too?
flagged him. I mean, Jesus Christ wasn't no saint either. He had child porn and he
Yeah, that's
fucking
what
treated women like shit. So,
You had fans,
you know,
Lecklend?
kind of good riddance.
You had fans?
I'd rather
Huh?
fuck my ass with this stick
Yeah.
than watch his fucking videos. I remember
I'll
that.
just-
rather
disagree
rub
there,
a
but-
fucking iguana on my face than watch your videos.
Yeah.
Friend
I'd rather
comparison.
all the
throw a
high
golf
shooter.
ball on my shoe than watch your videos, Lecklend.
Do you know that Saket was the cameraman for Jesus Christ?
Really, they hung out?
Yeah, they were. That's why Jesus Christ joined the internet. He was a
Yeah,
real
you're
life friend
not
of Saket.
joking?
No.
Holy fuck.
If Saket was still online, he would confirm it. I'm pretty sure Rana and Shades, he can attest to that too. I remember that was another thing. Shades and his fucking Skull Ripper got all ass hurt at me because in 2014, it was Shades, Saket, and then Skull Ripper and a few other nerds, and they were making fun of Jesus Christ for 3 hours long. And then they got
Skull
upset
Ripper is
because
the most retarded looking and sounding person I've seen. He looks like a sloth. Also, I like that
Yeah,
he
Zach
I
Mercer.
didn't know where but now I know.
World of Warcraft and Loot Crate and rubbing pizza slices all over my fucking face.
He's
So like
saying you
like
don't
a
get-
greasy loser.
Wait, hang on.
I
You saying
didn't
there's something
know.
wrong with rubbing pizza on your face?
No, I said I love rubbing pizza slices all over my face, so I look like a greasy loser.
I see, okay.
I seen that but after that Zach kept saying how I was a bitch for fucking criticizing it, and I was like, you're a bitch for being in a 3-hour fucking call just talking about a 15-year-old who left the internet a year ago.
Zach who?
You need Skull Ripper.
Oh. I don't know his actual name.
So-
Milk a topic that long.
So Peter Grix turned and told him, boo fucking who. Brian Muller really, the pedophile, Razareth helped me out real good by messaging him saying, like, you know, doing the whole philosophical stuff. But it doesn't really matter, man. You know, like quantum mechanics and all this. It's like, come on, Brian, you're not helping me here.
Didn't you beat up your mom and your sister and steal the fucking Christmas presents? Talking about philosophy.
Hey,
What's really
So you know
philosophical?
what
gotta get
Nietzsche's
those
dad
aliens.
was?
Stole like makeup and nail files and like all the girl presents that people normally get and just ran into the room with them.
Listen,
Sit at the back of
Marvel
class,
is
just like
Darwinism.
coloring your nails with a pencil.
He's using colored pencils.
Yeah. Oh, they're gonna look great.
5 hours.
Oh, let's see. Jimmy said, like, half of the KKK has an ED page now. And then he said, oh, yeah, I remember that Shades live stream. I was in there for 10 minutes and then I bailed because of how retarded it was. Because I think the best part was there was a Jesus Christ video and Saket was in it. And they were both outside together ranting. And then, like, Saket made a really loud scream and was like, oh, my God, I am so in... I haven't got a hat. Oh, my God, I am so embarrassed that I was in this video.
Eesh.
I'm better at doing the Indian voice than the high-pitched voice. Like, oh my God, I am very ashamed that I was in that video, my friend.
Still trying to understand why he was the cameraman for that. Like, why you need a cameraman to film you standing outside.
Yeah, I mean, and it's not as if he was moving. And the only time he wasn't a cameraman was Jesus Christ did like a 20-minute video walking in a field complaining about how his fucking girlfriend broke up with him because she wanted to get with other guys.
And she was also 7.
And he was fucking complaining. He's like, oh my God, she is such a fucking cunt and I hate her. And he got Saket to fucking harass her on Facebook. And then he said, Lecklend, you do it too. So I sent her a friend request. And she was like, you know, if you're going to fucking yell at me, then I'm not ready for it. And I was like, nah, dude, I'm fine. I don't care, to be honest. So I was a good friend. Just, you know.
It'd be funny
I
if you
didn't
actually
fight-
just started dating her. And then, like, you tell Jesus.
Oh my fucking God. Oh man. I'm seeing some shit right now.
What do you
He
see?
wants my live stream. That's the shit.
Well,
What's the shit?
you guys know this Antifa shit that's going on?
Yeah.
Well, like at one of the protests, right? There's this professor.
Mhm.
Oh man, the shit that she does in her free time. Hang on, let me find this fucking link for you. This is gonna be some shit.
Hopefully they're not breaking windows.
Please just continue without me. I gotta go find this.
Okay. All right.
Alright, well, I'm gonna check the chat again because, okay, fuck you two said, ew, what the fuck, and then, okay, so, I'm guessing that's referring to Jesus Christ. I have a bad memory with this shit, and now, and another message. Why do people fucking Frost over here sending me a fucking message? Had your stream playing in the background. My GF starts laughing her ass off at what Marbles was saying. Okay, I'm not sure what Marbles said, but
About what? Now I need to know. As a
Frost,
performer, I must know.
you need to tell me what Marbles said. What made her laugh her ass off before it gets out of your memory. Let's see. You guys are good. Don't worry. Okay, she was referring to Jesus Christ. Not us. Let's see. But yeah, the topics we have covered today, I think, have been MDA and I think Shoe on Head's video. Noah wasn't here for that.
Yeah.
I have a video.
Or I was an audience member.
Oh, okay. So
You were an audience
And
member.
you
You
know.
know me,
Where do
shit
I,
talk Shoe on Head.
Where do I send this link? Just in the group chat or Skype or?
Group chat's easier since everyone will be in. All right,
By the way,
I'll take a look. See.
Lion said, Mike
Uh-huh.
to be a guest on the podcast. I'm all for that, as long as he gets out of hiding.
sure.
We'll be civil though. We're not just gonna turn you away immediately if you're a guy who's had problems with us in the past. We're gonna be cool with you,
Yeah.
and then make shots every once in a while.
Super.
But other than that,
Super cool with you.
We've even allowed. I'm pretty sure you guys offered MDA Engage to be on, so
Yeah.
you know.
Gage is gonna be a topic in the next podcast.
Oh
Because
yeah.
he's a bitch and he fucking backed out.
It's a huge
He had an
pussy,
opportunity to be in.
and he's so retarded he walked into a wall and broke his glasses.
Did he?
Yeah.
Yep.
Excuse me, I actually walked into a wall and I broke my glasses, so I'm gonna have to get replacements.
No, my friend Lewis messaged me. Kind of good podcast thing you've got going on, dude. Thank you, Lewis. Okay, you guys
This?
don't know Lewis. He's a friend in person. But
This
thank
or
you.
our podcast?
Our podcast. This what he's watching right now. This,
Okay, all right.
but
Because ours is
I'm
good
glad he's
too.
enjoying it.
We're good too, you fucking asshole.
I'll
Tell
put
that to
Kloud
7
9.
people watching.
400 views in one video.
So that's everyone check out Kloud 9's podcast because I'm pretty sure theirs happens like every 2 weeks. So
Yeah, next
I don't
Saturday.
know the maths. I'm guessing. Yeah, just wait a week, and then
Or
let's see
no,
what's
more accurately, we record on Saturday, and episodes are likely to come out Sunday or Monday, depending on how much editing that Lion has to do on his part.
Yeah.
Oh, so Lion's in the calls.
I also cost him a lot of editing time by fucking up. So this next time will be good.
Mm-hmm.
So just to be clear, but it's
Marbles will actually have his microphone on.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Does
very
Lion in the
productive.
calls or does he just edit them?
He's in the chat, just kind of like giving us pointers, like maybe you guys should move on to the next topic, or just
Yeah,
So
interjecting.
he's in the call, but he's on mute.
Yeah,
We have
That's
one-way
definitely
audio
all
set
our
up so
calls.
he could say things to us, but we can't say things to him. So like the
Oh,
producer, he'll like fucking start screaming at us to say this or plug this product.
Jesus
He's-
Christ, my nose
he's a
sounds
good
like
producer.
a fucking plush toy. But yeah, I hope people have enjoyed like fucking hours of me blowing my nose as everyone's talking.
It's the only reason I
It
showed up, to
sounded
be honest with you. Lecklend.
congested. But I would definitely have to say that it's weird considering that I actually have been in a call with Lion, but not as. This was okay. This is funny to say, but it was around the time he was pretending to be Paper Galaxy, and I joined a call with him and like I had a debate with Paper Galaxy because everyone was telling me he was an asshole. I talked to him and I was like, I left the call and I made a Facebook post like, wow, that guy was really civil. Like later I realized I was duped. I'm like, damn, I didn't know I was getting trolled, but damn, that was pretty convincing.
Yep.
You had
Actually,
a debate with
advertisement
him?
I enjoyed a lot. I had a debate with Paper Galaxy, but it wasn't really a debate. It was me just asking, what do you do? And then I was like, he seems civil. And then I was like, oh, hey, it was Lion, and he was trolling me. But it was pretty funny nonetheless.
Oh.
So,
Yep.
I didn't even know.
yeah, I made a post about it. I tagged Lion like years after the fact, laughing at it because
Oh.
it's funny to be like, oh, damn, that dude was civil. Not realizing I had him on my friends list.
Yeah.
And then there was, I'm pretty sure I've been in 2 calls with Sketch before he left the internet. I'm pretty sure he left in like 2013, if I'm not mistaken, because that was when I joined on Skype with him.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Well, because Horror Kid added me in with him. And the funny thing was, he trolled my mother because, the logical UTF page?
Yeah.
So my mother thought that was actually Undertaker Freak, and she was pissed off at Undertaker Freak because she'd watched his videos, and she kept like messaging it, and he'd reply back like, "Well, actually, Festus," like really going depth, like, you're such a logical cretin, Marie, and like she would get really annoyed thinking it's UTF talking down to her, and she'd be like, "Well, actually, fucking dick, listen here." I joined a call with Sketch, and I'm like, "Hey, were you the one that did that?" And he was expecting me to yell at him, but it was I was laughing.
Yeah.
It was funny to see. I checked all the messages, and then, fun fact, Chicken Doodle Sauce sent a fucking paragraph to my mother about how me and her should never associate with Sketch. Because I forgot what it was, but
Good old
apparently...
Steven trying to police the internet. Tell them who they should and shouldn't talk to because Sketch was mean to him.
Because there was something Sketch did, but I forget what it was, but it was something
Made fun of
really
Doodle.
bad.
Made fun of Doodle.
Okay, that's...
We all did. We did like a little Irish leprechaun voice for Doodle.
Aw.
Yeah.
He ended up like just being like, he did all of this stuff to me, and he did all of that, so I got his docs and leaked it. And it's like, okay, why? He fucked with you. That's
reasonable.
The docs thing kind of comes for heavy shit, like someone being a pedophile, like MDA. Not like, hey, this guy's fucking with me, saying that I'm a leprechaun. I better find out all of this stuff about him.
I am not a leprechaun. You're going to get doxxed, and your name is this and that.
I'm pretty
Then
sure
he
he
disappeared
gave.
from the internet too.
I'm pretty sure he gave Sketch's docs to my mother, like, and be like, just in case you need it. And I'm like, fucking hell, Jesus. Like, calm down.
Really getting involved with your mom, though, Lecklend?
Well, we've seen what happened when MDA got involved with her, and it didn't end up good for him.
Yeah.
I'm
End up
surprised your
pretty
mom like,
bad.
knows about this internet shit.
She's pretty well aware of it, and it's, she's been around. She used to actually get into arguments with people like Mitch and Doodle, and it'd be pretty funny watching them being like, your mom has to fight your battles. I'm like, nah, just let her. It's fun watching you guys get fucking ass hurt at a 30-year-old. Like 17. Pretty sure they're all like in their teen years. And my mother was just telling Doodle, you're obsessed with drama, you're a fucking loser and all of that. And Doodle would be like, no, I'm not. I can't do an Irish voice, but...
But you're trying to make money on it. Clearly, it's like your job.
Uses his voice, but apparently Flex has heard it before, or at least something along those lines, which I find out.
I don't actually know.
I heard 2 different stories. I heard that either Flex heard him say a full sentence, or the other story, which is that Doodle accidentally forgot to turn off his mic, and apparently he was coughing and wheezing and struggling to breathe.
Trying to get out of the chair.
So he's dying.
And he's only like he's like 2 years younger than you, Marvels, and he's already on his verge of dying. It's just, I want to know how fat he is.
Exercise is hard.
Tremendous.
And by exercise, I mean getting out of your chair.
It hurts and makes you sweat.
I can't imagine how fucking pathetic it must be having to be on mute an entire Skype call, just recording on Camtasia, and then having to edit every fucking, watching like fucking hours of your friends talking, just to like edit parts which you don't want to appear on the screen. It's like, God, I can barely tolerate 10 minutes of fucking just put the audio up. Jesus.
Yeah.
MP3 that shit, Doodle. You don't need the visuals. They're kind of a nice adding touch when the call's only like 10 minutes, but fucking hell. I'm going to check out the neglect in the comments. Let's see.
And if you don't,
people mention
it says fuck you too. I think somebody made another account because they got kicked.
No, I know who fuck you two is. They're for real. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they watched the podcast. Yeah.
Yeah, she did. Let's see.
Okay.
Connor P has said
great.
the only K9 people I've been in calls with, to my knowledge, are Flex and Horror Kid, I think. And then Diabetic.
No, you were on a call with me.
Oh. Yeah, Noah's a part of Cloud9, in case you didn't know. And then Diabetic Lion, holy shit, I forgot about the UTF page, that was gold. And then Fuck You Too said, I wish Flex still existed, rip in peace. Then Connor P has said,
Oh, he's got cancer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm missing. Jimmy, yes, Stephen Doodle Lloyd, Fuck You Too says, hello, middle-aged lady, can you send me nudes? Then Jimmy said, give me nudes, please, I'll gladly appreciate it. Sub Heather said, solid Irish accent. Jimmy said, I'll reimburse you one nude, and if you don't, I'll block you, bitch. No, I was memeing. All right, we'll catch up with all the comments in the grate. So I think
Good
there's
work,
only
everyone.
one.
Also, in 15 minutes, I'm going to go, but
Which
got
that will be the end of the podcast,
Don't worry,
because the podcast.
will silently replace you with Frost.
Yeah, there's Frost and Frost and Heather are the two new members of the comment section. Nothing special.
Welcome.
just
What
the
he's
comment
gonna
section.
do to try and stop this fucking demon guy.
Okay, I could have just gotten away with not saying this, but I just tripped over. And I didn't have to admit it because I wasn't on webcam, but I know you just tripped over and fucking broke my drum set, so I'm doing well.
But it sounded good.
Like, everyone's trying to talk about drama and you just hear a fucking giant avalanche.
Half a second of thrash metal.
Diabetic Lion. Flex has terminal cancer. Go subscribe to the K9 podcast to learn more about that.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
not
you
saying
see?
anything else about that here.
You see, that's marketing.
Yeah.
No,
You guys are
the
profiting off
K9
this guy's
podcast,
cancer,
but
you
it didn't
dick.
fund me anything.
Leave that poor man alone, he's dying. That's why Flex wears the hat, because the chemotherapy got rid of every part which he covers.
He also doesn't have eyebrows anymore, but that's all I'm going to say. You got to go watch the podcast if you want more.
He just does the girl technique and just draws them on.
How dare you?
But that'd be awful. He has thick eyebrows.
You stop talking about him right now. I just said no more about this until we're
I
on
can't
our-
say more.
A knock against Flex is a knock against all of us.
Yeah. And if you knock the door, I'm the one who knocks.
I knock door.
No, Saketta's the one
Yeah,
who
I knock
knocks.
door.
Hashtag Breaking Bad.
Special move is breaking back, and you know he's coming because you're. You know it's about to start.
And then
Yeah, I have a kazoo. Anyone in the crowd has a problem with that, go fuck yourself.
I wasn't aware that was a kazoo. I wasn't sure if that was you just had a wonderful kazoo accent, but I already fucked up my sentence.
Kazoo accent.
I've heard someone
so
do
happy if
the
I
tuba
could
with
get a
their
kazoo.
voice, so I didn't put it past you to know how to do the kazoo with your voice.
No, I just got a legit golden kazoo. I got it as a gift in Germany and never turned back.
If everyone else in
You
this,
just keep it by your computer the whole time.
In case I need to interrupt someone, yeah.
Yeah.
if someone just keeps talking, you just play the
Basic
kazoo.
No, wrong.
Do a suspenseful kazoo noise.
A what?
Suspenseful kazoo.
Suspenseful?
Yeah.
What is that?
Like the murderer is in the other room and you hear his footsteps. What sound does the kazoo make? Yes.
It's like, no, get away from me.
Motherfucker! Sounds of his body.
No, you're not here, cocksucker. I'm in the room now.
And he sits down.
Like in those old cartoons, like every step they take, there's like a little note that plays.
Yeah.
This is a bull
Except
dog.
it's like a horn. It's like.
That's the second channel I want to promote, but YouTube Slamjam definitely needs some recognition. So
Yeah, we haven't
I'm
been
making-
marketing that too well.
even fucking awful as that.
Slamjam.
What
What do we need to do?
We need to promote Slamjam because it's fucking arguably my favorite YouTube channel.
Promoted the
YouTube
energy.
Slamjam. You can type in YTSJ at the top of the search bar. It's going to be the first thing that comes up. You just do
2017.
YTSJ as one word.
And yeah, as Noah said, if you can't find that, put a space and then write 2017. Then the first video you'll probably see is Marvel's getting his ass kicked. At least
But
that's
then,
the one
then
that
that's
shows to
not how
me.
they all go.
That's the only match where Marvel's just gets 2 shots in and then just gets completely manhandled.
Because they were from behind.
Who is this new challenger?
I don't want to even mention him by name. You have to go
He's
watch
too
Slam
scared.
Jam to find out. No one say it. You got to go watch Slam Jam. Sorry, folks.
I'll just send him the link to the podcast he joins. Like comes in, slaps the shit out of you
I
virtually.
leave.
That's what Shades used to do when people he didn't like join the call. He'd immediately leave. So you can take a note out of his book. He's scared of the one fighter who kicked his ass.
Yeah.
And
What
then
are the
there's my favorite so far.
Gage got upset over it too.
Yeah, he's like, use it
Oh,
as
yeah,
a
that's 'cause-
to make someone in a wrestling game. It's like Gage. They have a template for retards. Like it takes 2 seconds.
I love that.
Really?
That fucking like his mouth is all the way to the top right of his face.
Yeah, it's all the way up there, so much to the point where like there's a muscle sticking out of his nose like during one scene because the to do that. And then he comes in with like a helmet on, like a
Yeah.
foam
That's my
helmet.
favorite. I like that. The 2 recent matches which I like is probably Noah versus Geeber, and I like to consider it Levon versus
Noah
Mike.
versus me.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm
I know,
sorry.
I've made that mistake and said that.
All right.
Yeah, we fuck
Geeber
up
versus
every
Gage.
time.
Just
Yeah.
for future reference, just call me Noah because internet names are stupid.
Yeah,
All right, no, it is.
I always end up calling marbles just marbles. Sometimes I call
Yeah.
him Paul, but
Well, if you
it
call
just
me
feels
Jamie,
really-
I'll leave the call.
It feels too formal, just to be like, "Oh, hey Paul, how are you doing?"
I think
Oh,
it's all in the
doesn't
name.
Sound like a real fucking name, to be honest with you, fam.
Okay, Nick.
Sounds like something somebody made up on some planet.
It's one syllable.
What was
Yeah,
your
so
old
that
name?
sounds
Like
fake.
Paul Lancaster?
Yeah,
That sounds like
Yeah.
a lawyer name.
it does. It sounds pretty official, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's a fucking. That's. I remember when you changed it. That was one of your longest lasting names, and the only thing I noticed, I was like, why did he change his name to like a part in the UK as a city called Lancaster?
There's a secret reason behind it, but no one will ever know.
That was his name before the police caught up. He had to change it again.
Now it's fine.
Paul
Yeah.
Lincoln is calling you?
Every name you've had with your new account just sounds like a Mexican cartel name, like Santo Mami and fucking Paul Flamenco.
That's
Next, you're
Italian.
gonna call yourself Fidel Castro. I like the opening with Noah's one in Slamjam because it just looks like a fucking motorcycle gang ready to fuck up a retarded kid. With leather jackets and everything.
Or you've been talking
The
shit.
school bully.
The only one that hasn't been in a fight was Falcon. And he just seemed like he was there as just like, yeah, I'm a backup. Don't worry, I'll kick your ass too.
He's the scary looking one.
Yeah, he looks so strange in the game, and that's his ultimate power play. Is how scary he
He's
looks.
got a bird mask. Yeah. He
And
looks
then-
like a villain out of Mad Max, like one of the bad
Yeah.
guys.
He's all did. So
Yeah.
There was only Noah who didn't have his face covered up, and he was the main one in the match. And then
I'm also the shortest of that gang. I mean, it's by an inch, but
I gotta say, I feel really, really bad that Emery's got 1 point above Saket and Slamjam. Like that's straight up offensive.
No, but the thing is, like I always try and make the ratings based on how you like are in a call, or if you make videos or not. That'll influence if you get points or not. And a call with Saket like straight up screaming at Emery the whole time, and he didn't do much to defend himself. But I'm confident now that if they had another one, Emery would like be ahead of him. But I haven't seen any rematch, so they ended up close.
Oh, good point. And
Yeah.
then there was Levon, who has, I've checked, he's got higher stats than me, Emery, Noah, and pretty much a lot of people
Yeah,
in
what
the
the
game.
fuck is that, Marbles? Huh?
Yeah, I've seen Levon in a lot of calls, and these were some pretty thorough rush downs. So you can always raise it.
Levon
All you gotta do
always
is
good.
I'll give you that.
more fights. Yeah, pick more fights.
Just be like, hey, punk. Hey, punk.
Rip off your shirt. Just start bashing
Pick more
your
fights
shield.
and win over everyone in the call and make the other person sound depressed. That's how you get points if you don't make videos.
That's
The
how
only
Levon
other
managed
call-
to completely dominate Brandon in that call, because that was a good call. Levon's fucking savage.
That could
He's
have
a
been me
tiger.
too, but
It was-
Brandon left.
It's one of my favorite calls of all time. Like if I had a top 5, it'd probably be like number 4.
That's probably definitely in my top 3 because I don't know.
All of my
I
own
love
calls
that
are in
call
my
so
top
much.
3.
My top number 1 call is the Gino call. That's great.
Wait,
An hour and
I
a
don't
half.
think.
I don't
What
care.
was that? What was that? Fill me in.
Mick Gino. Okay, so it's sketch.
I know who
That's-
Gino
yeah.
is, but
Yeah,
I
they
just want to know the
like all
That was
like
another.
K9 people got into a call with Gino, and they were just like making fun of his parents and him, and he's like, well, I've beaten all the Marios. It's just great. You gotta listen to
I
it.
know we were like, I think it was something along the lines of, "What RPG games have you even played?" He's like, "I played Spider-Man. I beat all the Marios."
I mean, all Mario's motherfucker. And there was
Oh,
the
yeah.
best one, which
I bet I got my
I'm not
Xbox
sure.
cooler than both of you. I won it in
I
a
won it at
Monopoly
McDonald's
tournament.
raffle.
there's the only problem. There's another call which I consider in my favorites, and it's the Atheist Gamer Shenanigans, where I would say just arrogantly, yes, I was
Ooh,
the
that
best
was
person in
brutal.
that call. I was the best person in that call because I was the one with the hard insults. I came in prepared, and
Well,
I think
Declan
the best thing was
Declan had some good points.
he was
in there,
funny too.
It was just like, you're such a fucking loser, like right up to him. That was great. I like bluntness.
But then I like that about it because like he Atheist Gamer went on for like fucking 5 minutes about how like he goes to the fucking library to buy anime, and Declan just said, "You're such a fucking loser, Jesus Christ."
He pronounces
then-
it library,
And then
I
like
go
a
to the
first grader.
library.
Mike was in the call,
Barry.
but Mike was only in that call because he was the only one that had the Atheist Gamer added if he didn't have him added, it would have just been me and Declan, and then no one else.
Speaking of Mike and the Atheist Gamer, I found another call on Miker's SoundCloud, and I listened to it earlier. I was in the call, actually. I was a lot more monotone back then, but I was in it. And Atheist Gamer just...
unenthused.
I was just like, I attack the Atheist Gamer. You're kind of retarded, you know.
Uh-huh.
But the Atheist Gamer just did the most terrible job in that call because we kept on asking him, like, what is his problem with Mike? And he's just like, oh, well, you're kind of putting me on the spot here. We asked him, like, a simple question. It's just, and if you make...
Is that hard to say he's a bitch?
Then he did a terrible job.
I think one of the best calls was the Atheist Gamer shenanigans, but I left out one of the funniest parts of the call by accident. And it was because it was a fucking long-ass call, and I needed to just get the best bits in and make it thorough and to the point. And I removed a lot of rambling. And one thing I must have accidentally removed was because he had done like 3 videos on me, all tallying to like 1 hour long. And I said, do you know who you're talking to right now? And he's like, is this Marbles? So
yes, this is Marbles.
Yeah, I said that. I rolled with it. I was like, I am Marbles. I'll fuck your shit up, dude. Get ready. I love that old video where
it's like Marbles isn't even a person anymore. He's just like an entity.
I mean,
making all the ranters.
Also, I actually have to get going, so it's been fun. I left some shit in the chat for people to like remember and do. So
guy with his life and shit.
It's been fun. Goodbye.
All right, see ya.
All right. Well.
All right, now this call's fucking over.
Yeah, pretty much. I have one more thing I need to say, and people need to stop confusing me with every fucking runner that comes around, because it's mostly Cloud9 members. People think I sound like them for whatever reason. And
oh wow, is that Must Destroy All, but without his voice training?
And people mentioned that I sounded like Flex, and the one that's the most common is that I sound like Marbles.
Do these people have ears?
They're trolling the shit out of you, mate. You don't sound anything like those people.
There was a video of Marbles pointing his phone at the screen in a call with Flex, and I got messaged because I posted it on my channel, and they said, wait, is that you in the call? And I was like, no, it's fucking Marbles, can't you tell? And they're like, oh, I thought it was you. And then someone watched fucking St. Paddy's Day Massacre. It was his face, his fucking voice, and everything. So there's no way to fucking confuse me physically. And the guy was like, dude, that was you in the call. And I'm like, no. I have longer hair. I have a deeper voice. There's no way.
I mean, ranters have had a history of like mistaking people before. Like I remember when Stevie made a video and he said, I think Blake, Flex, and Marbles are all the same person.
Let's see. I'm checking
this. You couldn't make yourself look like a fucking retard more, honestly.
Okay, I missed a few messages. Let's see. Diabetic Lion. Wait, no. Connor Pierce said, I love when Flex straight up roasted Gino's sister. Oh, I've seen that call. That was funny. My favorite quote was hate speech is when a woman turns on a webcam. Then Marvel said, gonna go, people. Remember, YouTube Slamjam for YouTube Slamjam. Like, he abbreviated it. And then he said, K9 Podcast. Fuck you too, said, can you upload the whole call? Diabetic Line said, bye, Marbles. And then I don't remember Flex having a Scottish accent. Wait, Lecklend's Scottish, right? I'm English, but I'm part Scottish, part Wales. So at least my grandparents are.
What did call you in that one hangout? He called you like a Geordie or something?
You're actually close. Newcastle's an hour away from me, so people want to dox drop me.
All right.
You know? All I need is a 1 hour bus ride and I'm there.
So if you guys want to beat up Lecklend or something, just fly over to Newcastle. He'll meet you there.
Fucking come over. I got a 75 on Slamjam. I'll fucking kick most of you. I'll kick a vast majority of people, but if fucking Larry or iDubbbz comes in, You got, and I've seen you retweeted some talking shit on idols, but he's got 20 points ahead of you. So please be careful what you say.
I know. It's just. I thought Max Soul Brother had a good point. Like it's just shock humor, just saying say nigger.
Yeah, I'll admit it gave me a giggle because it's.
Hold on,
I could tell
I'm checking the chat. Is this the real Gage McRanson hats? I need to know.
No, it isn't.
God damn it, Lion! I wanted to check.
Fuck you! You guys can't keep my name out of your mouths. It's a fake account. Yeah, I've seen that guy comment. I'm pretty sure he's a supporter of ours, just ruffling a few feathers. So,
all right.
It's been a fun hangout, but I think I'll call it quits for now.